What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, my name's Katie and I'm a fitness professional living in Austin, Texas. So today's video is gonna be all about fat loss tips. These are the top things that I work with my clients on when their goals are specifically weight loss or fat loss over the course of the last 4 years. And also in my own fitness journey, I have a pretty good idea now on what works, what's effective, what's realistic, and also what's based in science. So stay right where you are to get those weight loss tips. But before we get to that part of the video, make sure if you like this video, you give it a thumbs up and that you subscribe to my channel so you never miss another video that I put out again. I want to post at least 1 to 2 times a week, so definitely hit that subscribe button. All right, into the video. So the first thing I like to talk to clients about and also do myself is work on my mindset. You have to really accept yourself the way that you are right now, or you may never accept yourself in the future. So you really have to have that internal, I really care about myself, I'm really motivated because I like who I am right now, but I want to be a better version of myself, and then go from there. So the main things I would work on right away are things like positive self-talk and positive self-image. Working on those things is really gonna help you ultimately make your goals and progress forward in a positive and healthy way. I mean, I've been in a situation before where I was making a lot of progress, but I hated myself. And I was ultimately super critical of myself. But if you can do this at the beginning of your weight loss journey, this is gonna be a huge benefit if you really change your mindset. The next thing that you really have to do is make goals. So you can just make one goal if you want to, but I encourage people to make 2 short-term goals and 2 long-term goals. So at least one of those goals should be something that's more like either performance-based or something that's more process-based. So something that's gonna get them to where they wanna be, but it's not necessarily like, I wanna lose X amount of pounds. It's more like, I wanna be able to walk a mile in this amount of time. I wanna be able to lift this much weight, because those are gonna be more motivating than just always having that overarching goal of I wanna hit 25 pounds. Plus, if you're gaining lean muscle mass, you may not necessarily hit the weight loss goals, but your overall body composition may change. So I don't like people to only focus on what's on the scale. I like them to think about the big picture and also think about, you know, are they feeling better? Do they have more energy? Do they have a better mood during the day? They're ready to go. They're ready to take on their life every single day. But you can continue to make those short-term goals, and then all those short-term goals will add up into that big goal. This has worked for every single client that I've done it with, and they honestly really like it because they can track their progress little by little instead of just getting frustrated if they don't hit their mark every single week. The next thing that you really want to do is to make a plan and then schedule it out. So obviously now exercise is going to be this new priority that's in your life, but it shouldn't really interfere with other things that are really important to you. So it should fit in with your lifestyle. So what you can do is even just get out your calendar on your phone or get out a pocket journal or whatever you want to use and start actually writing down when you actually want to exercise. So you're like, okay, I can get up at 6 a.m. and exercise this day. This day I might have to work out after work. Figuring out in your schedule, when am I gonna make it to the gym no matter what? And then holding yourself accountable. And what you really want to do is, if you mark them on the calendar, like cross them off on the days that you go, so that you can see, okay, I made it all 3 days, or I only made it 2 days. So you can kind of see, you know, how much am I sticking to this program. It's easy when you don't have a schedule and you don't have a plan to just be like, well, work came up, I have to go pick up the kids, I have to do this, whatever, and then you just don't do it. So make sure that you mark it down, you make a plan. The best bang for your buck in terms of types of exercise is going to be mixing strength with cardio. By doing strength training, you're going to be increasing the lean mass that you have. And by increasing your lean mass, you're also going to be increasing your resting metabolic rate. So you're gonna be burning more calories throughout the day. Also, workouts that incorporate both strength and cardio are gonna help you burn more calories after the workout as well, because the body has to recover a little bit more. It needs to start fulfilling the processes to carry out things like protein synthesis and start repairing the muscles that you use during your workout. So don't get me wrong, cardio is still important. It's important for cardiovascular health. It's also something that does burn calories, definitely. So don't stop doing it, just start incorporating some strength in with the cardio. So another thing that I'm huge on is doing circuit training. So no matter what level you're at, circuit training can be super effective. So circuit training is basically just pairing like 2 or 3 exercises together in a group and doing one exercise after another until the end of that round, and then taking a break and then repeating it again. What this does is it keeps your heart rate more elevated during the workout, which is going to increase the number of calories that you burn during the workout and going to increase the number of calories you burn after the workout, because you're doing strength and cardio mixed together. So a lot of you guys are probably really familiar with like high intensity interval training, and interval training is important, but you want to, no matter what in terms of your exercise, work at your level and start at your level. So if you don't really know where to start in terms of your actual workout program, the basic physical activity guidelines from the CDC are actually a really good place to start, which is just trying to get an accumulated 150 minutes a week of cardio activity and at least 2 days of strength training a week. So the last thing in terms of exercise is to find something you like to do so that you will stick with it. When you first start your program, try out a lot of pieces of equipment. Try group exercise classes, try pool classes, try anything that you feel like you want to try. As long as it's safe and effective and at your right level, figure out what it's like. Figure out if you like to do it or not. You can effectively put together a program with any kind of equipment. So anything that you like, keep doing it, because you being motivated is going to be one of the main things that makes you stay consistent, which ultimately is going to lead you to that goal of fat loss and weight loss. So you do you. You figure out what you like, and then you stick to it. Nutrition is a super important part for weight loss and for fat loss. The main things that I always work with people on are making half of any plate that you eat fruits and vegetables, which is definitely harder than it seems. Making that into reality is going to help you a lot, because vegetables and fruits are going to help fill you up more. They're going to be more nutritionally dense, and they're going to be less calorically dense. Other things for nutrition I work with people on are always trying to get 1 serving of lean protein each meal and trying to get 1 serving of healthy fat each meal. Also make sure you're drinking enough water, because a lot of people are dehydrated and then they mistake that dehydration for hunger. So according to both Mayo Clinic, men's water intake should be around 15.5 cups per day, and women's recommended intake should be about 11.5 cups per day. What you can actually also do is just see what color your urine is when you use the restroom. If it is pale in yellow color, then you're usually hydrated enough. You can also talk to a dietitian though to get a specific amount of water that you should be drinking. So results are a huge driving factor to keep people motivated and also to show people whether or not their program's working. So I always recommend at the beginning taking circumference measurements, which I have an Instagram post about, but I can also make a video about it if you guys are interested. And then you can take things like weight and body fat percentage if you have it available to you. And also I would recommend taking progress pictures. So take one from the front, one from the side, and one from the back. It's honestly crazy how much progress you can see in progress pictures, even if your weight isn't changing that much. I know it's scary to take stuff like that and to see yourself, you know, in those pictures, but think positively about yourself and say, I'm taking these because I want to become a better version of myself and I want to see how far I've come, because you'll have this awesome thing that you've done that you documented throughout the entire thing. I would recommend taking your circumference measurements and body fat every 4 weeks, and then taking your weight once a week, or you can just take it every 4 weeks as well. And then if you want to take progress pictures every 4 weeks, you can, or you can just take them at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end of your program, depending on how long it is. So the next thing I always tell people that they have to do when they're trying to lose weight is to be patient. It will happen, but it does take time. I always tell people the first 4 weeks, you'll have a lot of changes in your energy, your mood. You may have changes in your sleep, in your productivity, but you may not see that many physical changes. So in 6 to 8 weeks, that's usually when people see a lot of changes, if they're consistent for that long with both their nutrition and their training. And then by 12 weeks or longer, you'll usually start to see those larger changes, a larger amount of weight, more changes in your body composition, clothes will start fitting differently. But you know, if you're new to exercising or you're just coming back from being off for a while and you make this commitment, just know that it's going to take some time and that you shouldn't give up. Don't get frustrated with yourself if it doesn't happen overnight, because it won't. So weight loss and fat loss, they're a journey. They really are. They take time, and they also aren't just about nutrition and exercise. So many other factors are at play here. So you have things like sleep, water intake, stress. So my very last piece of advice for you guys is to start today. You don't necessarily have to go to the gym right away, but just start making little changes in your life. Make a plan. You're gonna thank yourself that you started today when in a week from now you have a little bit more energy. In a month from now, your pants are getting a little bit more loose. And in 6 months from now, you look back and you don't even know who the person is in the progress pictures that you took, because you look different physically and you're so much different mentally. So I also have to remind myself of all these things as well. So I'm here with you guys. I'm doing this. I'm grinding on my fitness journey just like you guys are. Let's do this together. Let's crush those goals. I know you can do it. And you need to tell yourself you can do it too. Before you guys leave today, I did want to say thank you so much for watching. I know that my channel is super new, so I appreciate every single person who watches. And if you haven't checked me out on Instagram, make sure to follow me on there, because I post stuff daily on there. On YouTube, I'll only post 1 to 2 times a week, maybe more than that. If I'm feeling like I have some good ideas or I have some extra time on my schedule, I want to post as much as possible. So comment below, yep, right there, if you have any specific questions that you want me to answer, or if you have any cool ideas for posts that you want me to make videos about. Good luck with making your goal, making your plans. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.